Good.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss Megan. I'm a younger toddler room teacher. I teach 12 months to 24 months old, or 1 to 2-year-olds. Today, I thought, squeaky door, I thought we would do a fun at-home art activity. So, let me show you. We have a rain cloud. So this week in my toddler room, our theme would have been Spring Has Sprung. Although if you look outside, it was snowing a little while ago, but now it's kind of going away. Now it's more rain, so it makes sense to do a little rain cloud, a little fun rain cloud. So this is a process art, but it also involves parents helping out, so you're gonna need to do a little bit of prep. Some things obviously your toddlers won't be able to do, but a lot of it they can, okay? So first things first, the supplies that we need. You will need paper and your outline if you want, or you can just wing it. It's up to you, whatever's easier for you. I would suggest using a more thicker paper. You could use cardboard, you could use cardstock, you could use a shoebox if you want, and you'll need scissors for this to cut out. Okay, once you have that all done, whatever shape you want, I did my little cloud-ish shape on this one. Another one, it was more of a semicircle. This one is our shape of the month, the oval. And then you can cut out the raindrops if you want, or if you want to keep it simple for your toddler, don't have to cut it out at all, just maybe half of it, and it makes it easier for them to paint or color or whatever. So we have our stencils here, or our cutout pieces. Then you'll need 3, 4, 6, however many pieces of yarn, of string. You can use little gift wrapping things, some twist ties work too, clothespins, rubber bands. It's really whatever you have around the house. Okay, so for today I am going to use some twine. Then you'll also need, for our clouds, you can use, what I used was tissue paper, okay, and this is fun because your toddler can help you with it. You take your piece of tissue paper, give it to your toddler, and just let them rip it. Okay, it's nice, stress-free, help them out, make a mess. You can put it, have them help you collect it and put it in a little container or a big container, whatever. Okay, or you can also use cotton balls, and this is great sensory, working with the fingers, pulling them apart, okay, whatever you have. Or you can use these little pom-poms. If you have art supplies, just remember, if it's small enough to fit through a toilet paper holder, then it is a choking hazard, so you definitely want to monitor that. Okay, so we have our cloud supplies. Next, you decide what you want to use for the raindrops. You can use markers, you can use pencils, you can use paint. If you don't have a paintbrush of any sort, you can use sponges. Okay, if you don't have paint, there's so many things you can use. You can also use food coloring and make your own paint, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay, so whatever it is you have around the house, you don't have to go out to the store and buy things, not if you don't want to. Also, what we'll need is glue. Now, I made some homemade glue the other day. It looks more like paste. It's a half a cup of water, just kidding, a half a cup of flour to a third a cup of water. And you mix it in. It was a little bit too solid for me, so I added a little bit more, so you can just mix if you want, or if you have glue sticks or school glue such as Elmer's, you can use that too. Okay? And we'll also need some way to punch holes. You can use, this is a parent, you can use your scissors, you can use a hole puncher if you have one, anything that you're able to get a hole through the paper there. Okay, so first things first, we have our paper. All right, this was scrapbooking paper, it's a little bit more solid. And then I'm going to take my glue, and this is for your children. I used a Q-tip, pretending I don't have a paintbrush. You use a paintbrush, you use a fork, you use whatever. And just get that all over your paper. Okay, and this is flour and water, so if they want to put their hands in and just go for it, you know, the messier the better. I love it. Once you're all done putting your glue on, you can take your tissue paper or your cotton balls, whatever you're using, and kind of scrunching them and sticking them right on to your paper. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. All right, and once you get all of that, and this might take a while, take as long or as short a time as your child wants, you can move on to coloring or painting your raindrops. So there's a couple ways you can do this. Once again, if you don't want to have just the individual raindrops out, that's fine. Whatever you choose to use, I guess I'll use a little marker. You can color it, they can color it that way. And remember, your toddler's not going to stay in the lines. That's fine. You don't even have to make lines. You can cut them out later. It's all about the process with them, getting them to use a writing tool. You can also use watercolors if you have them. I like the sponge. Just dip, dip, dip. Dap, dap, dap. You can let that dry. Another thing you can use is shaving cream and food coloring. Okay? Here we go. So you shake it up. I'll make my own in this one so you can see. Shake it up. Spray it on. I'm only going to do a little. Take your food coloring, and yeah, it's supposed to be a rain cloud, but you don't have to use blue. You use whatever you want. It's a few drops there. And you can, if you want your toddler involved in this, have them go at it with their fingers. It's super fun, super messy. Usually the food coloring might stay on your hands for a day or two, but it does rinse off. If you don't want to do that, you can put a Ziploc bag on your kid's hands, or you can put this inside a Ziploc bag and just let them move it. But I'm going to use a Q-tip and make some designs. Just squiggle, 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 all around. Perfect. Then you can take this and have your toddler smush it in there. So I have a little bit of shaving cream. And then I'll use this. Take a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard, and you would do this part. Shave it off, and it makes a little cool design. I'll do the back side too. And then you shave it off, and a little bit of a marble look. Okay? So you can do whatever you want with your raindrops, and then once everything is dry, poke your holes in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Poke your holes in your raindrops. Doesn't have to be neat. This is for the parents to do later. This is a good thing to do while your kid is maybe napping, if they do that. Connect it through the holes. More. Put the strings through, and then by the end, you have a little design. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little, what would you call it? Little introductory to art at home. And if you choose to do this activity, great. If not, have fun with your kids and have a great day.